Before the written word, there was the spoken story, a sacred chain of knowledge passed from one generation to the next, binding past, present, and future in a single, unbroken narrative. These oral traditions were not mere myths. They were living histories, carrying profound truths that written texts could only echo. For centuries, the tale of Troy was considered a legend, a flight of Homer's fancy, until one man, Heinrich Schliemann, dared to believe the ancient stories. He followed the whispers of the past. And in 1871, his conviction was rewarded when his spade struck the stone walls of the lost city. This stunning discovery serves as a powerful reminder that some legends are not fictions but fragmented memories of a forgotten reality, waiting for the faithful to unearth them. In the same way, scattered through the scriptures is a story far grander than Troy, a divine thread woven through history, a lineage of Melchizedek, and of a sacred object from the very dawn of creation. The story begins not on a battlefield, but in the quiet moments of prophetic insight, where the veil between worlds grows thin. The prophet Jeremiah was shown a vision, not of armies or empires, but of a simple branch from an almond tree. In Hebrew, the word for almond, shakt, is a pun on the word for watchful, shocked. Through this vision, the Creator, Yahuwah, was assuring Jeremiah, "I am watching over my word to perform it." This was not just a promise. It was a clue, a symbolic key linking the almond tree to divine vigilance and the fulfillment of a master plan. Centuries earlier, another prophet, Moses, stood in the desolate wilderness among a people plagued by venomous serpents. He was commanded to fashion a bronze serpent and lift it high on a staff for all to see. Those who looked upon it were healed, a mysterious act of faith and deliverance. The staff, the serpent, the healing, these were all echoes of a much older story, foreshadowing a greater redemption yet to come. The ultimate significance of this symbol finds its heart within the most sacred space on earth, the tabernacle. Deep within the Holy of Holies, beside the Ark of the Covenant, lay a simple, dead branch of an almond tree, Aaron's rod. This rod had performed a miracle, budding, blossoming, and bearing ripe almonds overnight to confirm the true priesthood. It was a symbol of resurrection and divine authority. This was not just any branch. It was a living artifact, a direct link to the beginning. Its miraculous life was a testament to the power of Yahuwah, a power that could bring life from death. In a breathtaking visual montage, we can trace its origin back further still, to a vibrant, lush garden where two trees stood at the center of creation. Aaron's rod was a cutting from the tree of life itself, a physical remnant of Eden preserved through the ages. This profound connection, hidden in plain sight, was brought into stunning clarity through the work of a modern-day researcher, Peter Mikas. While poring over ancient texts and scriptural maps, Mikas experienced a moment of revelation, a divine unveiling of a sacred geography. He understood that the Garden of Eden was not some mythical, distant land, but Jerusalem itself. His animated theological maps illustrate this astonishing concept. The Tree of Life stood on Mount Moriah, the very site where the temple would be built, and the Tree of the Knowledge of Good and Evil stood on the adjacent Mount of Olives. The garden was the epicenter of the divine plan, and the rod was its most tangible symbol, a piece of Eden carried out into the world. This sacred rod was never lost. A stunning visual sequence reveals its incredible journey, a lineage of guardianship passed down from father to son. The staff was first entrusted to Adam, then passed through the generations of patriarchs, from Seth to Enoch, to Noah, to Shem, and eventually into the hands of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob carried it with him to Egypt, where it remained until Moses, a prince of Egypt, claimed his heritage and was drawn to it. This was the very staff he used to part the Red Sea and strike the rock for water. Generations later, that same staff found its way to Jesse, the father of David. As a young shepherd, armed with nothing but his faith and this ancient rod, David stood before the giant Goliath. The staff that had budded with life in the tabernacle now became the instrument of victory, felling the giant and anointing a king. From this historical lineage, our perspective expands, pulling back to reveal a cosmic design of breathtaking precision. Swirling galaxies and radiant streams of light coalesce, forming the ancient Paleo-Hebrew letters of the divine name. This is not a universe of chance, but a creation ordered by a singular intelligence, a master plan unfolding with perfect timing. The camera then descends, moving through the cosmos to focus on a single, ancient almond tree standing alone on a hill, its form reminiscent of the menorah. This is the Tree of Redemption. A brilliant light emanates from its base, flowing up the trunk like sap, coursing through every branch. As the divine energy reaches the tips, the tree explodes into a cascade of blossoms, its branches reaching toward the heavens in a gesture of offering and praise. This is the culmination of history, the fulfillment of the promise. The story that began with a branch from Eden ends with a tree that redeems the world. We conclude with a powerful slow zoom into the heart of this fully blooming tree of life. Its roots are not in the earth, but appear to draw their substance directly from Yahuwah and his Ruach HaKodesh, which glows beneath it. In this final breathtaking image, all the threads are woven together. The vigilance of the almond branch, the authority of Aaron's rod, the lineage from Adam to David, and the ultimate sacrifice and resurrection it all foretold. The staff was a promise made at the dawn of time, a promise kept through the ages, and a promise fulfilled in a plan of redemption so intricate and beautiful that only a divine mind could have conceived it. The story of the rod is the story of Yahuwah's unwavering, watchful love for his creation.